Hey guys, for Complex News, I'm Natasha Martinez. The end of the year always brings about feelings of nostalgia, looking back at the good times and the bad times of what happened the last 365 days. But when it comes to the internet, sometimes the good and bad gets mixed in with a little weird, and before you know it, a simple Twitter or Instagram post goes viral and a new star is born, sort of. Well, in the spirit of reminiscing, we're going to take a look at a handful of the weirdest and most viral moments that took over pop culture in 2018, starting with the Yodel Kid, aka Mason Ramsey. Someone once said that appearing on the set of The Ellen Show is where memes go to die, but that was not the case for Mason Ramsey, aka the Walmart Yodel Kid. Mason's life changed from being an 11-year-old kid showing off his yodeling skills and singing Hank Williams Sr.'s Lovesick Blues at his local Walmart, thanks to a video that garnered 20 million views in a week. The video has since surpassed 60 million views, and that traction caught him enough buzz to land on Ellen's couch. In typical Ellen fashion, she gifted her guest with some exciting news. Not only did she give him scholarship money, but she also gave him an opportunity to perform at his dream venue, the Grand Ole Opry, an iconic stage that most musicians work a lifetime to perform on. For Mason, it only took him a couple of months. Mason was a hot commodity, getting to play the main stage at Coachella as well as Stagecoach. He dropped a 6-track EP titled Famous and signed to Big Loud Records, Atlantic Records, and CAA. Not too shabby for a boy who's barely reached puberty. Ramsey spoke to The Hollywood Reporter about his newfound fame, saying, "Fame is a good thing, but you have to use it in good ways. Fame is the thing where people can overdo it and get a big head. Most of all, family is more important than anything." Doja Cat Moo. There really are few words to describe Doja Cat's viral single Moo, which surprisingly took the internet by storm in August. The words "Bitch, I'm a cow" have never sounded more catchy than when Doja Cat dressed up in full cow print, drinking milkshakes and putting fries up her nose in front of a makeshift green screen that piled up over 34 million views. While speaking to The Fader, the singer-songwriter revealed that she made the song and video in just 12 and a half hours, even hanging up old green bed sheets to help her key in all the sexy cow innuendos you can think of as she crooned moo over and over again. "I had this top from the costume on and didn't know what to sing about, but the shirt was so ridiculous that I was like, maybe that would be cool if I just made a song about cows. I thought nobody's gonna care about it, it's just funny, it sounded kind of cute, I came up with some mooing harmonies." Lucky for Doja Cat, the video went viral just before she was about to go on tour. Unlucky for Doja Cat, her newfound fame caused someone to dig up an old tweet that had a homophobic slur in it. Then she wrote one of those non-apology tweets that had even more homophobic slurs in it. Needless to say, Doja Cat was canceled real quick, but that's how the rise and demise of viral fame happens these days. Drake makes gaming cool. I wouldn't exactly categorize Drake playing Fortnite as weird, I'd say it was just more game-changing, no pun intended. Fortnite was already a phenom on its own, but when Drake, Travis Scott, and Juju Smith-Schuster joined up in a Twitch stream back in March with internet superstar Ninja, Fortnite and gaming catapulted into the mainstream and created a ripple effect throughout pop culture. Drake and Ninja's couple of games broke streaming records in the process, hitting a high of 630,000 concurrent viewers. Drake admitted that he was a fan of Ninja and that he found his clips on YouTube and Instagram. Drake also proved that he wasn't just a bandwagoner as he discussed the differences between Fortnite and the similarly themed PlayerUnknown's Battleground. Drake's involvement got other rappers hyped to join, like Logic and Lil Yachty. Drake also said that playing Fortnite was a great escape when he has breaks in the studio. Since then, the gaming industry hasn't been the same. According to Nielsen, more people watch gaming video content than HBO, Netflix, ESPN, and Hulu combined. The Shiggy Challenge. Speaking of Drake, this year he dropped his much-anticipated double album, Scorpion. The project broke records on its own, but no one could have guessed that a dance challenge would reach such viral success and that would cause Will Smith to climb to the top of the Chain Bridge in Budapest to show off his moves. It all started when social media comedian Shiggy filmed himself dancing to the catchy beat of Drake's In My Feelings. He hashtagged the video "Do the Shiggy" and "In My Feelings," and the rest was history. Everyone, and I mean everyone, participated in the Shiggy Challenge. Not only did it help the comedian catapult to another level of stardom, but it also helped Drake's song earn a 113% jump in one-day streams as people tweeted about the challenge over 2.3 million times. Eventually, the song held its spot at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart for over 10 weeks. However, the Shiggy Challenge wasn't all fun and games. Eventually, the trend for filming the challenge consisted of jumping out of a slow-moving car and dancing along as someone filmed you from the driver's seat. Some people reportedly didn't have a filming anybody and put their own cars in neutral to film themselves, while others were getting seriously injured, even getting hit by cars, all for the gram. One teenager from Iowa City ended up in a neck brace after she tripped and hit her head. She suffered a fractured skull and bleeding in her brain, causing her to have to relearn how to walk. ASMR. ASMR, which stands for Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response, has been around for a long time, but 2018 was its moment to shine. ASMR is meant to give you a natural high state triggered by whispered muffled noises with your voice or objects. With countless YouTube channels dedicated to offering every sort of ASMR situation you could think of, the genre really exploded in the mainstream when one popular ASMR artist, Life with Mac, was memed after eating raw honeycomb. Twitter was flooded with clips of the young teenagers smacking on honey and sipping sparkling water. Before you knew it, ASMR was everywhere and perhaps reached its pop culture peak when none other than Cardi B participated in an ASMR interview with W Magazine. Although she is known for being anything but quiet, Cardi herself is a fan of watching the videos to help her go to sleep each night. The video starts off with Cardi doing her signature "oh krr" in a whisper, and then she got into quietly answering questions about Bodak Yellow and motherhood. Well, there you have it. Those were just a handful of the weird, unlikely, and game-changing things to pop off on the internet this year. But fear not, 2019 will sure to deliver with a fresh batch of viral moments that will not disappoint. That's all for now, but for more stories like this, subscribe to Complex on YouTube. For Complex News, I'm Natasha Martinez.